you're very welcome to this week's bedtime story from Thurles Library. My name is Rachel, and this week I'm back with a super funny story called The Great Dog Bottom Swap. It is by Peter Bentley and Mei Matsuoka and published by Anderson Press. And this is a part of our Spring into Storytime initiative that's running all through April. So, let's see what happens, won't we? The day had arrived for the dog's summer ball. All the dogs in the world were lined up at the hall, where a sign on the door said, "Now please be so kind as to keep your coat on but remove your behind. Please hang up your bottom on one of the pegs, and remember, no growling or cocking of legs." So as they went in, every dog, pooch and pup, they took off their bottoms and hung them all up. Hundreds of little pink O's, all neatly arranged in methodical rows. Do you see all the bottoms? Oh. What a feast the dogs had at the ball on that night. The table was quite a magnificent sight. They dined on fresh giblets and dog biscuit stew, with slippers and old dog-up sheep bones to chew. Then doggy chalk ices, all creamy and brown, and fresh puddled water to wash it all down. When the poodles had cleared all the food bowls away, it was time for some fun from the Dog Cabaret. And a Labrador told a rude joke about cats. Then Coco the conjurer got a huge laugh by pretending to saw a Dalmatian in half. "And now," Coco said, to great wafts of applause, "it's time for the dancing, so up on your paws." "Look at us," said the overexcited young hound, as he whisked a fox terrier clear off the ground. "Watch out," cried a sensible boxer named Clive, as the hound and the terrier started to jive. They swirled and they twirled ever faster and faster, until a dogostrophe! What a disaster! The twirling was more than the Afghan could handle. He suddenly tripped and knocked over a candle, which fell on the curtains, which promptly caught fire, being old and quite cheap, sending flames ever higher. Some dogs broke the rule that forbade high-length cocking, but the fire soon spread with a speed that was shocking. Do you see how they're trying to put the fire out? "Don't panic," barked Clive in a great fit of passion. "Let's all try to leave in an orderly fashion." But that was an order they chose to ignore, as they scurried and scuttled like heck for the door. At last the dog shot out of the hall with a bark. The lights all went foot, and the whole place went dark. "Wait a minute," said Clive to the panicking mutts. Our bottoms! We must save our butts!" So into the cloakroom they bumbled and tumbled, and soon all the bottoms were hopelessly jumbled. Every dog grabbed the first bottom they saw and fled to the great fire with a bum in their paw. Luckily, every dog got out alive, and no one was caught by the fire except Clive, and some others whose tails had been singed all the way, which is why all those dogs have no tails to this day. And all the dogs' bottoms were rescued as well, but because of the darkness, no doggy could tell whose bottom was whose in the panic and scrum, so each dog went home with another dog's bum. And ever since then, when a pair of dogs meet, in the park or the playground, the woods or the street, each dog gives the other dog's bottom a sniff to see if it has a particular whiff of the bottom they lost on the night of the ball, when the dogs hung their bums on the hooks in the hall. Now, wasn't that a crazy story? So I hope you enjoyed that story, that crazy story. And we'll be back next Friday for more bedtimes here from Thurles Library. But we also have story time every Monday in April for Spring into Storytime. So if you want to come in and join us in the library for a few stories as well, you're welcome to join us every Monday at 4 o'clock. Okay, so we'll see you then. Goodbye.